Hey, Danny V here again for another video. This week we're covering Parshat Ki Teitzei. Deuteronomy 21:10 through 25:19 is the most commandment-filled portion in the entire Torah. 74 mitzvot covering everything from family life to compassion for animals, from justice and business to national memory. First Aliyah, Deuteronomy 21:10 to 21. This portion begins with Yofat Torah, the law of the beautiful captive woman. A soldier may not act on impulse. Instead, the Torah imposes limits on compassion. She must be brought into the home, allowed to mourn, and only then may marriage be considered. Immediately after, the Torah speaks about the rights of the firstborn son, ensuring that he receives a double portion, even if his mother is the less loved wife. Then comes the Ben Soar Umoreh, the wayward and rebellious son who refuses discipline and must face judgment. Secondly, Deuteronomy 21:22 to 22:12. Here we find mitzvahs of respect and kindness. A body must be buried quickly, a lost object must be returned, and one must help a neighbor lift a fallen animal. Torah prohibits cross-dressing and commands sending away a mother bird before taking its chicks and eggs, a lesson in mercy. Third Aliyah, Deuteronomy 22:13 to 23:9. This section is dense with laws. A husband who falsely slanders his wife is punished. Adultery is a capital offense. Rape carries severe penalties, and certain marriages are forbidden. We also see mitzvahs about building a safety fence on a flat roof, avoiding mixtures, no mixed seeds, no plying with ox and donkey together, no garments of wool and linen, which is shotness, and finally we receive the mitzvahs of tzitzis. Fourth Aliyah, Deuteronomy 23:10 to 24. The Torah sets standards for purity in the army camp, laws regarding nocturnal emissions, and keeping the camp holy. It prohibits prostitution, bans lending with interest, and commands us to fulfill any vow we make to Hashem. Fifth Aliyah, Deuteronomy 23:25 to 24 and 4. Workers harvesting a field may eat from the produce as they work. Then comes marriage and divorce laws, including the bill of divorce, called a get in Hebrew. A divorced couple may not remarry if the woman has been married to someone else in the meantime. Sixth Aliyah, Deuteronomy 24:5 to 24:22. A newlywed husband is exempt from military service for 1 year to be with his wife. It is forbidden to take food preparation tools as collateral for a loan or to seize property forcefully. A poor man's collateral must be returned daily. Kidnapping is a capital crime. We are commanded to remember how Miriam was struck with saras, which is leprosy, for speaking against Moshe. Seventh Aliyah, Deuteronomy 25:1 to 19. This section stresses justice and compassion. A worker's wages must never be withheld or delayed. Relatives cannot testify in court. The Torah mandates gifts for the poor from our harvest. Corporal punishment is outlined. Then the mitzvah of Yibum, levirate marriage. If a married man dies childless, his brother must marry the widow. If he refuses, the Chalitza ceremony frees her. We are also commanded to maintain honest weights and measures. Finally, the Parsha ends with Amalek. We must remember how they ambushed Israel and blot out their memory forever. Haftorah, Isaiah 54:1 through 10. This is the fifth of the Haftorahs of consolation. Jerusalem, once barren and forsaken, is told to rejoice. Hashem assures his people that though he seemed hidden, he will gather them back with mercy. Just as he swore to Noah never again to flood the world, so too he promises never again to abandon Israel. The mountains may move, the hills may collapse, but my kindness will never depart from you, and my covenant of peace will never fall. 74 mitzvahs, 1 parsha, from war to marriage, from compassion to justice. Ki Teitzei is a sweeping vision of how every detail of life can be guided by holiness.